Jimmy Stewart beamed with wife months before her death. He declined to change Pacemaker's battery to be with her sooner. It's a Wonderful Life star Jimmy Stewart adored his wife very much that he stopped falling for other women and became the father of their children. The actor missed his wife very much when she died. Stewart also died 3 years after the death of his beloved. The last years of Stewart's life and his last words are a testimony of the strong feelings he had for his wife all the days of her life. James Stewart had a successful acting career and a long professional life. During the peak of his career, the actor was featured in notable films such as The Glenn Miller Story and The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. His screen persona of a likable man extended to his real life, as Stewart was called a womanizer, having been in relationships with several women before he eventually married his wife, Gloria Hattrick McLean. Stewart was once Hollywood's most favorite bachelor, who had vowed not to marry since he could never marry just one and be disloyal to all the others. When the actor first moved to Hollywood, his father had encouraged him to find a girl and settle down, but Stewart charted his own path and created a reputation of falling in love with all leading ladies. Stewart dated legendary actresses such as Ginger Rogers, Norma Shearer, and Olivia de Havilland. His relationship with Rogers did not work out, as the only thing they had in common was politics. The actor and Shearer were also not a great fit, as Stewart felt like he was being treated like her possession. Stewart then got into a relationship with Havilland and wanted to marry her, but his plans did not work, as the actress said they broke up because the actor wasn't ready for a wife. Similarly, Stewart's relationship with Loretta Young ended as the actress wanted to get married, but he wasn't ready for it. The shootist actor broke many hearts, but his heart was also broken by Marlene Dietrich and Margaret Sullivan. Dietrich and Stewart had an affair on set, but when it ended, the actor couldn't get over her quickly, unlike his previous pursuits. The movie star later fell in love with Sullivan, a pretty, petite, and sexy actress. Stewart asked her out in the longest, slowest, shyest, and sincere invitation, but she said no, as she had her eyes on bad boys like Henry Fonda, who was Stewart's best friend. Sullivan and Fonda got married, but within 4 months, they were divorced. The actress continued having a close relationship with Stewart, which never blossomed into a romance. Sullivan taught Stewart who he was and who he wasn't, which played a role in how his love life went. Stewart also fell in love with his on-screen wife in It's a Wonderful Life, Donna Reed, but neither acted in it because the actress was married. After his string of relationships, Stewart finally met the woman he married, McLean, in 1947. McLean was born in Larchmont, New York. She was educated in private schools. The daughter of a newsreel executive, drove an ambulance in World War II and worked shortly as an actress and model. Stewart met the former model at a Christmas party that he did not want to attend but went, because his friends Thierry Cooper and Veronica Rocky Balfe begged him to. At the party, Stewart sat across a very beautiful McLean, and he recalled that it was love at first sight. McLean later revealed that Balfe was always trying to make her meet Stewart. She added that Stewart had been her favorite actor even before they met because his acting made her laugh and cry in one similar scene. She also confessed that getting Stewart to like her was easy. He wasn't too difficult to land. The first time we met, he told funny stories and I laughed. That was how it all started. On the other hand, Stewart was smitten by the former model. She was the kind of girl I had always dreamt of, he admitted. The former model, who was excruciatingly shy, started dating Stewart, but their relationship was off to a challenging start. McLean had a beautiful German police dog called Bello, and when Stewart first met the dog, she said, Bello took one look at the strange man and went for his jugular. The actor realized that he had to woo the dog, and he started by bringing him steaks. He would prattle, pat, and praise the guard dog Bello, which he admitted became pretty humiliating. However, Stewart was happy when his efforts paid off, and he and the dog became friends as she could finally date Gloria freely. His last words were about his wife. He said, "I'm going to be with Gloria now." Stewart's and McLean's outstanding marriage. Stewart and McLean's relationship made it to other stages, unlike the actor's previous relationships. The rope actor proposed to McLean on his 41st birthday, and the lovebirds tied the knot on August 9, 1949. McLean's union to Stewart was her second marriage, as she had been married to Edward Beale McLean Jr. The actress's first husband came from a wealthy family, as his mother, Evelyn Walsh McLean, owned the Hope Diamond. McLean and her husband walked down the aisle on August 16, 1943. The ex-pair had nearly 5 years of marriage, which ended when the actress's first husband told her he wanted a divorce, and they divorced on September 10, 1948. McLean and her first husband had 2 children together. Her first son, Ronald Walsh McLean, was born on June 19, 1944. He was a first lieutenant in the United States Marine Corps and was killed in action on June 8, 1969. McLean's first son died in Vietnam, where he had been serving for only a few weeks under Company A, 3rd Reconnaissance Battalion, 3rd Marine Division. The lieutenant died trapped on a hill, where he and 5 others had taken shelter during a recon mission called American Beauty. The soldiers fought for 24 hours, but when they were rescued, McLean's son, who was only 24 at the time, had already died, and the other 5 survived. The lieutenant was posthumously awarded the Silver Star. The actress's second son with her first husband is called Michael McLean. He schooled at Mercersburg Academy, a school his stepfather, Stewart, had his preparatory education. McLean came with her 2 sons to her second marriage. The actress and Stewart had twin girls, Kelly Stewart Harcourt and Judy Stewart Merrill. The actress gave birth to their twin girls via cesarean section. She almost died giving birth and had to spend 1 month in the hospital recuperating. McLean and Stewart lived in a Tudor-style house, which Fonda said was comfortable as Jimmy, with a splash of style thrown in by Gloria. The couple bought a nearby land and demolished the house built on it to start a garden. The mother of 4 grew vegetables on this land. McLean shared Stewart's interest in fishing, travel, shooting, and animals. The pair had a lovely union that, in 1985, a fan magazine described as Dream Factory's outstanding marriage. The couple also shared a trait. They were both bad at remembering anniversaries. Stewart revealed in an interview that he collaborated with his manager to use a code to help him remember McLean's birthday. He added that his manager once sent a message which said, "Have a nice time on your trip to Amsterdam," which Stewart noted was a code for "Tomorrow is Gloria's birthday." Stewart's daughter, Harcourt, also commended the pair's parenting as she recalled despite his father being an accomplished actor, he was always just a dad to them. Dad as a father was great because he never lectured us on how to be good. He taught us by the way he lived, and he never brought his work home. He came through the door, and so Hollywood stayed out. She revealed that her dad would have fun with them, as he once dressed as Santa in 1958 on a Christmas trip to Hawaii, which astounded his daughters. On that day, Harcourt and his sister did not know their father was Santa, but even when they found out, their dad did not break character. "I slapped him on the back and nudged him, but he just carried on as Santa," said Harcourt. Stewart's daughter also opened up about the actor's time in the military and its aftermath. She said Stewart's military service was what he was most proud of in his life. However, Harcourt added that when his dad came home, he would experience nightmares in the middle of the night. They didn't call it PTSD then. He would sometimes have nightmares, where he'd wake up and, there were bombers coming at him. Harcourt noted that his dad found comfort in his faith as he would go to church and pray for strength and help. Stewart's great personality extended to his older years, which he spent with his wife and his dog Bo. His kindness and love were evident when he wrote a poem for his dog when he died. The poem hilariously referred to the dog as a real man-eater. In the poem, Stewart said he would always miss his dog and the adventures they had together. He described in this poem how they would all go for a walk with his wife and the dog. The end of the poem reads, "There are nights where I think I feel that stare, and I reach out my hand to stroke his hair, but he's not there. Ooh, how I wish that wasn't so. I'll always love a dog named Bo." Stewart and McLean remained deeply in love even in the last years of their marriage. They were once photographed holding hands in the streets as they went about their day. The couple was all smiles in this picture shared on social media and popular websites. Stewart and McLean looked splendid as they had aged gracefully. In another photo, taken months before the actress died, the couple was spotted looking fabulous when they attended the American Friends of the Hebrew University's Scopus Award. At the event, held on January 30, 1993, Stewart and McLean held each other closely. The actor looked sharp in a black tuxedo, while his wife matched his look in a black dress, which she complimented with pearl earrings, a necklace, and a bracelet. Stewart's wife passed away surrounded by family. Stewart and his wife were married for 45 years before she died on February 16, 1994. The actress died of cancer aged 75. McLean's surviving son, Michael McLean, said she died at their Beverly Hills home surrounded by family. Before her death, McLean had been hospitalized for a week during Christmas time. Stewart had to say goodbye to his wife during the Christmas season. The longtime couple also happened to have first met on Christmas Day. The actress is survived by her twin daughters, one son, and 2 grandchildren. McLean was remembered for her selflessness, as she took part in community activities and was prominent in animal support. Former U.S. President Ronald Reagan eulogized her as a special woman with a wonderful sense of humor and not an ounce of self-pity. Stewart went through a hard time after his wife died and changed his entire lifestyle. The actor vowed not to make any other public appearances after McLean's funeral. He ended up spending his time in his bedroom and only coming out for meals at the insistence of his housekeeper. Historian Michael Munn wrote a biography called Jimmy Stewart, The Truth Behind the Legend, where he claimed Stewart was badly heartbroken when McLean passed away. The biography read, "Gloria had been the very center of his life, and she was gone." Newspaper reports alleged that Stewart had Alzheimer's. In 1995, during the Christmas holiday, Stewart fell on a wooden duck that Merrill had gifted him and cracked his head after he missed a rising leading to a dining area. The Beverly Hills Fire Department paramedics took him to a hospital. On December 1996, Stewart decided not to change the battery in his pacemaker. He told his kids that he wanted things to take their natural course. The actor was in another accident in 1997 when he tripped over a potted plant in his bedroom and cut open his forehead. He was taken to St. John's Hospital in Santa Monica, California, where he was given 12 stitches. A few weeks after being treated, Stewart was hospitalized with a blood clot in his right knee, and swelling spread quickly through his entire leg. Stewart died of cardiac arrest aged 89 at 11:05 a.m. on July 2, 1997, surrounded by his family. His last words were about his wife. He said, "I'm going to be with Gloria now." The actor died at his Tudor home in Roxbury Drive, Beverly Hills, California, which he had shared with his beloved wife for 45 years. He was happy to join his wife, whose death had made him lose interest in life. Thanks for watching my video.